What's going on, everybody? It's your boy, Mr. Gene. So I'm gonna give my quick, maybe not so quick, but my review on Game of Thrones Season 6, Episode 2, titled Home. So we start off with Bran and the Three-Eyed Raven, sorry, ESPN, and the Three-Eyed Raven in a flashback at Winterfell. So we see young Ned Stark, having a little, practice duel with his brother, and see Bran and Three-Eyed Raven watching over Bran is like, he's shocked seeing how it was peaceful it was back then. And then right after that, they fight in. And I did notice that what Bran said, no, what Ned said to his brother was the same thing Jon said when he was at sorry, at the Night's Watch when he was at the wall. When he said it to Ali, that little bastard. But then you see Liana coming with a horse, reminding me a little like Arya Stark. I think that was amazing. Just to know it, just to know this is the first time we're seeing Liana. It was wow, like this is some uncharted territory. Not not even in the books. We had something like that. Well, the books, we get talked about Liana, but this is the first like visual of ever of Liana on the screen. We go on. We see Hodor, named Willis. At first, I was like, "Yo, Willis," but I get it. To call him Waldor would be like confusing for some people that haven't read the books. That and like, okay, hold on, is that Walder Frey, Walder, why is it Walder? But in that era, you see a lot. There's a John, John Arryn, Jon Snow. They got the names are recycled in the books. But if you're a book reader, you get to know each character in depth. So that way, it's easier. It doesn't matter if they have the same name. But in the show, it's harder. So you see the Three-Eyed Raven, Bran wants to stay in the dream, but the Three-Eyed Raven told him, like, no, and stay long, meaning that if you're in a dream too long, you may drown and stuff like that. But I think that's a hint to what's gonna happen in the future. I think Bran, Three-Eyed Raven is gonna show him the forever ever where the White Walkers, the main place. It's eluding me right now. I'm sorry, but I think Bran stays in it too long, and that's when the Night's King, in my opinion, Night's King. That's where he's drowning it. He doesn't know how to get it. The Night's King grabs him, and he's just staying in there. And the Three-Eyed Raven has to come in to like try to help him. And I think that's when it all goes to hell. When they know where he is, and that's when they start trying to attack and stuff like that. So you see Bran comes out of his dream, and he looks at Hodor and says, "Oh, I saw you. I know your name. You used to talk and stuff like that. You're amazing, And then he asks for Mira. She's outside, and then he tells Mira. I did see a lot of people saying, "Why is she sitting outside in a cold? What's going on?" But he did say, "While you're out here, it's dangerous." So I don't think they skipped that. I think he knows it's dangerous out there. They're close enough to the inside of a tree that that they can't go inside the tree. So I think easily stepping in and running in there is not a problem. And Leaf was out there too, so Leaf throw fireballs, so nothing to worry about. Leaf is ugly as shit, though. I'll tell you that. So I think that whole Bran scene, it was interesting. I can't wait to see what's gonna happen with that. I think it's a beautiful thing. I didn't notice that when Leaf told Mira that he's gonna need you. I wonder what that's gonna. I think that's gonna lead to. I think she knows that that where they're at is not it's not going to be safe forever because the White Walkers are coming, and that he's going to need somebody to protect him. And it's just a sense like why would she even mention that, like he's going to need you, like this guy is supposed to be a fucking wizard, Voldemort or something like that. Why doesn't the new Harry Potter? Why does he need that? But next scene, it's Winterfell. Nah, no, we're at the wall. The wall. I think the wall was the next scene with the with them, Alistair Thorne and the Night's Watch telling Davos he needs to come out. Me, if I was Davos, I would have told him. I would have answered by, "Did you bring my mutton chop?" Because he did ask for that. And if he didn't bring, just to say, I'm like, what happened? What happened to the mutton chop? Where's my shit? But fucking smug face Ollie. Oh, a little shit. He's like that fucking. In this scene, he felt like that little boy that was entitled, like, yeah, I did this, I killed Jon Snow, so I'm supposed to be, motherfucker. All right, relax. Let me digress. But it was a great scene that they punch it through the door, and then he says his infamous scene that we seen from the trailer. I'm not much of a fighter. Sorry for what you apologize for what you're about to see. As they knock on the door, you hear the doors at the front gates banging, boom, 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 boom. And one runs in through there. But I didn't have at first. I had an issue with how they ran in and they only killed one guy. Well, two guys. Tormund killed one, and one killed one, and that was it. But I get it though. Like what I'm saying, it's like, all right, just a big army while we fighting. Like I don't know. And to me, after watching again, I said, you know what? I'm not that upset about it. I think there's more. It's more dialogue should be going on with that. Like them seeing Jon. Like if we kill all of them, what happens to the surprise of them seeing Jon resurrected? Not just I want to see Alistair Thorne, the other nights that stabbed him to just like, oh shit, like this guy's alive. Like we would have lost that. I think it was good that we take a break from that. And I find it interesting that Jon, like the Night's Watch, it seems like they really didn't have faith in Alistair Thorne. Like when he said, "Let's fight, let's go," like that, they all like, I wonder if Jon was in the same position, would they have, pushed forward to fight through and try to fight him? Because I think Jon it inspires them to like, yeah. And Alistair Thorne, they may respect him, but I don't think he has that same effect on them that especially for the few that stabbed him. But the rest of the Night's Watch, they're just like, all right, let's just run with it. But I don't think he has that same leadership style. So we see all of them go up to see Jon, and he's laying there dead. You gotta expect that. Jon is dead. They all looked in, and then Tormund says, let's go light a fire, because he knows what happens when the dead come alive. He was at Hodor. So now we to the next scene where that guy's talking shit about Cersei, how she was looking at his cock, licking his lips, or whatever, shit like that. I knew this. I don't know. Once I seen this scene, I knew he was dead. I predicted it, and I knew it was Sir Robert Strong was gonna take care of that. I didn't know it was gonna be that that fucking quick and like but I seen that shit coming. We all know, and the fact that he pissed on him, come on, got it. And then we jump into Cersei unraveling At first I thought she was stitching something, but then I looked at it again. I said, "Oh, she's taking something apart." But I didn't get. At first, I didn't understand that unraveling part until I saw something on YouTube. Somebody was talking about, yeah, she's unraveling, meaning like she's unraveling herself. That makes great sense. So now we see the Robert Strong walks in and she looks at him like, yeah, ready? You ready? So I guess they start walking down and then the Lannister army coming in and she's telling them like, move. And they're like, nah, we can't let you because your son doesn't want you to go. And then they look at Robert Strong like oh shit, this guy like. But she understands her son and says no, and they gotta respect the son. Those are her people too. So like they're not, they're not her enemy and stuff like that. So she takes it in the chin. She can't go to her daughter's funeral, and she moves on from there. So now we jump into Jaime and Tommen at the funeral, and he's asking him like, "Yo, why won't you let your mom come?" He said, "I can't," and stuff like that. He did get a little loud at his pops. Yeah, I know. Don't you think I know? And Jaime gives him that look. Like, yo, relax. Who you talking to? Like, remind him of little Joffrey there. But he's a little punk. He started bitching out. My mother, my mom, I should have helped them. Listen, a bitch will always be a bitch. You a bitch. Thomas is a bitch. He's one character I don't care who dies. Then you see my man. I don't care what nobody. I like this character. He has something about him, little smug look. Thinks he has everything at hand. Something about him I like. Maybe it's his acting. His acting is phenomenal. He makes me believe like I don't know, like a lot of I don't really consider him a bad guy. Maybe he I don't know, something about him don't make me like compared to all the other bad guys we had, I don't consider him a bad guy. Maybe a little in the head. Them religious zealots. I think he's like that. And then, Jaime, goes over there saying like, yo, like, tries to poke out his chest and talk a little smack, like try to put fear in him. But he looks at he gives Jaime a look after like all his people come out. That look was like, yeah. Let me see your face. Let me see your attitude now. And he's just like, he looks at Jaime like, yo, it's fine. Like, I'm saying, like, you probably will kill me right now. He said, yeah. He said, I've been in worse positions like that. He said, yeah, you probably get the rest of us. But he said, who are we? We have no family, no nothing. But he said, with all of us combined, we could throw down an empire. And Jaime doesn't say nothing. And then when he looks at Jaime doesn't quite he gives Jaime and he looks up and down like punk. Like in my hood, the way he looked at him, you just got served. Just walk back and admit you got served. Next scene was, to me, this is one of the scenes I was like, ugh. I get what's going on, but Tommen going to his mom, apologizing, showing why he's so soft. He's like a little, just kill him already. You know what I mean? Just show me he's dead. So let's just pass that. Let's go to Marine with my man Tyrion. And so we see Tyrion drinking his wine, pouring his wine first, and you see Varys look at him like, shh, fucking alcoholic. That's the look he gave him. And he's, making jokes about cocks, not having cocks and shit like that. I don't know what all of a sudden he's having mad no cock jokes. I don't know where is this going. The first episode, no cock. This episode, no cock. Is there something going on here? Something they need to talk about? I don't know. But there's 2 episodes, no cock jokes. Interesting. So then, he's talking about dragons can be in captivity. This is why, given the history, this is why they're dying out and stuff like that. And she's like, how do you know this? He said, that's what I do. I drink and I know things. Great quote, anyway. Because I drink and I know things. Nah, just kidding. And then he said, I think he asked Masande, I think he was just questioning and asking her, like, just to know, like, have they harmed you? And she's like, no. And he's like, okay, good. I think that's in his mind for him to go down there. He knows, like, and also it was a chance for the show writers to explain why he goes down there and he doesn't die. It gives us a head, so people, like, cause a lot of book readers, as myself, will nitpick, like, why he go down there, he doesn't die and stuff like that. They don't know him and stuff like that. They explain that beforehand and saying that he goes down there. The dragons are smart. They know their friends are foes and stuff like that. So that's why, it was okay for him to go down there and, free them. So he goes down there to the dragons and, he gives his little speech. He talks about them. He takes off the chain off the first one. Something, I don't know why. Something about I think the second one is going to be his dragon. If, he ever rides a dragon. Because the way, he took off the first one. I don't know, the way the second one looked at him and turned in, like, I don't know, like, when you start overthinking things, you start, like, looking at things differently. Especially if I'm not even going to go into the book reader stuff because, a lot of people get annoyed by that, and I'm not going to do that. But something about that dragon felt to me that was going to be his dragon. He extra long looked at the dragon, like, wow, you letting me free, like, you want me to help you and stuff like that. The dragon gave him a look. To me, I think that's my opinion. So, and then when he leaves, he tells Varys, if I ever do it again, punch me in my face. So we jump to Arya and Davos getting smacked around. That girl, by the way, Arya is my favorite character. That girl is a beast. She takes hits like no other. But the only thing I didn't like about that scene so much is because, she's fighting, and then he acts like it's easy. Come on. If you tell me your name, a girl will have something to eat. If you tell me your name, a girl will have some place to sleep. If you tell me your name, a girl will not be blind no more. She said, no, of course, that's Jack and God testing you. You're going to say no to everything. I'm going to say no to everything. Like, what if you say, oh, yeah, my name is Arya. He doesn't give you your eyesight. Like, that's not, come on, too easy. And then he says, oh, yeah, you're no longer, a girl's no longer a beggar no more. You can come with me. Like, come on. A little far-fetched. And then now we jump to the Roose Bolton scene. I knew Roose was dying. I called that since last season, for when he was talking about the moment he was, oh yeah, I'm gonna have a son and this and like that. I was like, when was he gonna kill Roose? I know for a fact this is what's gonna happen. He's gonna kill Roose. So he killed his father. It was a little quick. You know what I mean? I would rather somebody else, like, I don't know, like, I wish it was somebody else that killed him. Just, I don't know. To me, that was unsatisfying, his death. His death was like, I know the comparison between the Red Wedding, how he killed Rob and everybody else, but to me, I could have went without that scene. But I did cringe with Fat Walder. Oh, my God. That I was nervous the whole time. Like, yo, what's gonna happen? Like, when he said, "Can I hold the baby?" I didn't know. This guy's nuts. I didn't know what he was like. Is he gonna just slam the baby. This guy, you don't know where to go on. Like, is he gonna throw him in fire? And then when he gave him back, I was like, okay, like, I don't know. Like, but I knew they were gonna die. But I was like, yeah, what kind of sort of bullshit he's gonna do? I was like, are these people gonna be flayed on the thing? But I'm like, yo, that's too easy. Like, it got to be something else. But then when he took him to the dark thing, I was like, oh, it's over. It's over. So he takes him to the dogs, and you know, I did get a glimpse of him maybe feeling a little like sad, but she was there. And then we jumped into Sansa and Brienne. You know, they was talking about, she was asking about Arya. She's like, have you seen her? And he was like, yeah, she was a lady. She wasn't dressed as a lady and stuff like that. She gave that little smile, like, yeah, that would be my little sister. Like, she was, it looked, she was happy. Like, I think she knows her sister's alive. And in her heart, she's like, I would love to see my sister right now. Like, I would love to see, she appreciated before, Arya, you need to act like a lady, Arya. But, all of a sudden she appreciated seeing her, like, knowing her sister, that's her sister. And it felt like home. You get it? Like, entire episode home, like, everything was like a remembrance of home. Like, it felt like home to her, like, her sister. And then we jump into Reek. Reek hears noises and he gets up real quick. And then Sansa walks up to him. And, I feel bad for the guy. Like, at first, I thought he deserved what he got, but he did a lot. All he wanted to do was, the reason he took over Winterfell because he wanted to make his father proud. But then when he realized, after all that, he realized, that's not my father. My father didn't accept me. I came home, he didn't accept me. He wasn't proud. He wasn't happy. He had a cock then. His father just was like, oh, why just like that? And he gave his son, if you didn't want to give him away, you should have fought. Like, no. It's not like, I don't know. Like, to me, him helping Sansa kind of, redeemed him a little bit. And him going saying, I've got to go back home. It's either he's going back to Pike, the Iron Islands, or he's going back to Winterfell. Now, I have a theory about this. So, him going back home to Winterfell, and I think, he said he can't redeem himself or stuff like that. I think he's no longer Reek anymore. I think he's Theon now. And I think if he goes back to Winterfell to see, and then Ramsay is in charge and stuff like that, I think Ramsay, I really believe Theon is going to be the one on, that's on the cross and flayed and stuff like that. But I think the reason he gets flayed and burned is because Theon, he no longer has the power over Theon that he thought he had. Theon goes back, he said, Reek, I am Theon. Reek, I am Theon. And Ramsay's getting pissed. Reek, I am Theon. I think that's how he wins his power back. His death, to me, doesn't mean anything. It's showing Ramsay, no matter what you do to me, you have no power over me anymore. So you could call me, I'm not going to be named Reek anymore. My name is Theon. I'm going to ask me where Sansa is. I'm not going to tell you. I'm going to tell you the true Lord of Winterfell will always be a Stark. I think that's where it's going. Like, that's how he wins his power. And I think for him to die in that matter, we will be okay with that. We'll know that, Theon is stronger. He didn't go out like no punk. He went out knowing, like, yes, I'm strong. This is what it is. You have no power over me anymore, Ramsay. Ramsay gets pissed, flays him, and burns him because he's so pissed. Like, oh my God, I'm losing all my. He's not scared of me no more. That's because that's what Ramsay lives on. People are afraid of him. People are Ramsay, and Theon to show that he's not fearful of him anymore would be, I think, a great story for that. So now we move on to the Iron Islands. Balon talking to his daughter, and she's like, yo, they're having their little arguments, but, nobody really cares about that part. So you see him come over the bridge and his brother. Ah, uh, I don't know what to think about this part. I think it was great to show him standing on the bridge, not holding on to none of the rails while it swing through, showing his, I don't know, something about that was like, yeah, motherfucker, like, look at you, stumbling around, you weak, like, it's my turn, brother. It was quick. I didn't care. I really didn't care about Balon. I didn't care if that scene was, I didn't want it to drag out. Get him out of here. Get that over with. You know, he did slice him in the face real quick, took out that knife, but yeah, get that over with. That scene was, there's some wording in there that was nice and stuff like that, but I didn't care too much for that scene. It was alright. I just can't wait to see more of him. He has. I did find it quick, like, oh, automatically he's dead now. Like, they got the funeral going on. Like, that was quick. Like, not even like, oh, next morning, hear nothing. You just, But I'm not gonna bitch around on it. That's little things to, it's little things to worry about. It's like somebody like, um, getting angry at somebody for leaving a cup, one plastic cup or something in a dish. Like, oh, why couldn't you wash? It's like, yo, you really upset over that? Like, I'm not gonna worry about that. Let's move forward, because that's that whole. Let's look forward to the King's move. So now we jump into Davos, going to talk to Melisandre. It's like, I seen what you can do. Let's. Can you bring him alive? She have no faith and stuff like that. He's like, yo, just have you ever tried? She said, I seen it done before, but he shouldn't have been able to do it. And she's like, all right, forget it, I'll try it. So she goes and try it. And then I know, I love this scene. I don't know about you, but you guys, but this scene was good. She's washing them and stuff like that. She's saying the words. And then it's this one clip where we jump into, Davos is looking at his body, right? And then the scene fades, and then you see Davos glance over at Tormund, and Tormund gives him a look. It's almost like, yeah, are you serious? The fuck am I doing here? It's like you go to somebody and say, yo, you gotta see this guy. This guy is amazing. He can do the greatest tricks on the basketball court. And then you go and see the guy at the basketball court and you're waiting for him to do something spectacular. Then you look at your boy like, are you fucking serious? What am I doing here? He gave him that look. That was hilarious to me. Davos quickly turned around like, shit. But Tormund, that whole scene, he always looked, and when he left, he looked at him like, motherfucker, like, are you serious? I had hope, like, and he walks out. But, at first I was looking, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't think he was getting resurrected this episode. When they dragged it out, I'm like, it's gonna end and he's not gonna wake up and shit like that. And then even when Ghost got up, I thought what was gonna happen was, I thought Ghost was gonna get up, look, and like have a feeling like, I thought there was gonna be something with Worgen going on. Maybe, I don't know. Like he was gonna look, and I was gonna be like he senses something, and it was gonna end that way. But John pops up. I'm like, oh, okay, here we go. It starts. I'm happy they got it over with, the resurrection, because I think there's so much more to talk about. So I'll jump in real quick with scenes from the new scenes coming up next week. So we start off with I think John getting up. They showed John getting up, and Alicent Thorne said, "Yo, I think he's a god. They think you're a god or something like that." And I think that it's gonna be interesting. I want to see what people say, people do when you see Ali and Alistair Thorne, what they're gonna think. Like you see, like if you see the clip, you see people like have that shock value, like oh my god, he's alive and stuff like that. I was thinking like, what if while he was dead, you know, he's talking to Davos or Melisandre's like, what did you see when? What did you see when you were dead? I saw my mother. I'm no bastard. I'm a Targaryen. Bad Jon Snow impression, but I doubt that. But because in season 3, when I think Melisandre asked Ferris Amir that what did you see? He said nothing. Total darkness. So I doubt it. But I just can't wait to see that. That whole interaction, what happens, what goes on, what the story, how that develops. The new John. I want to see how Jon Snow becomes what that whole part. I'm just excited about that. You get Arya fighting again, just like she's getting better. She's improving episode by episode. I'm happy they're just showing how quick she evolves. The gift. Okay, it's either two things. It's either Theon, it's Rickon. But with what I said before, I think it is Theon. He has that smile on his face. I think he's looking like yes. Because why would you? If he said I got a gift for you, if Rickon come up, he doesn't know what Rickon looks like. He's just gonna. Why would he smile like that? Like to me, like the smile says it all. Like yeah, I got him back. Like I think to me, it's Theon, and I think what I said would be perfect sense. What goes with him not having the power over him. He smiling because he's like, yes, I got my dog back, but you really don't. You lost control of your dog. Now you're done. Then we get who else? Tower of Joy. I really don't believe they're gonna show John's parents. I think we will find out. It'll be later on in the season, but I think what Brienne get pulled out the dream right before we find out. I think that's a suspense thing. To me, it makes sense. Like, oh my god! I think we're gonna find out later, and I think that's gonna start the whole thing with him and the Three-Eyed Raven. Why he's gonna start wanting to see visions on his own, and that's gonna get him into trouble. He's like a little kid. He wants to know more and more and more. No, you're not ready for this. I think that's where it leads to that. What else happens in Robert Strong? He's about to fuck somebody up. They hit that whole like pinning scene with him looking. Somebody's getting fucked up. Oh my god, I feel bad. I feel bad. So it's gonna be interesting. I can't wait. I give this episode, like I said, 8.5, 9. I think it was a really good episode. I liked it a lot. There's mad questions, mad things that I enjoyed. So there's always some things you don't like, but that's everybody. As a book reader, as a person that reads books and then watch movies and books, it will never be the same. There's no way, not enough time to put things in. Never. So you gotta accept that. Let's just move on from that and enjoy, this visual aspects of Game of Thrones. We can't help it. It's nothing. We can't do anything about it. So thank you for watching. Peace.